Okay, I feel very weird making this video, but this video is going to be a very important video about something I really want to talk about. Um, if you don't want to watch this kind of video, don't watch it. I have a lot I want to talk about on this topic. I'm going to have Mortal Kombat stuff playing in the background just so you guys have something to watch while I am talking about this, right? So, what I want to talk about is... This is gonna... I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure this thing out. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna just do this stuff all the time. Okay. I'm gonna say this video is gonna be about depression and things you can do to overcome depression. I have been through depression before. I have been badly through depression, and I can confidently say it is not something anyone ever wants to go through. It's not something I want anyone to go through. It is definitely not something you would want to wish upon anybody. And as I said, I've been through depression, and everyone that is going through depression or has had depression, I feel, can agree with me on this, that it is hard to go through depression. It 100% is. There's no way it's going to be easy. And the depression in itself is a mental illness that takes a long time to get through, obviously, because depression is not something that can just be easily beaten. And I have recently beat depression, and I can confidently say I feel happy right now. And I can confidently say that depression is something no one wants to go through. You don't want anyone to go through depression. You don't want to go through depression. Depression is not something you should be sad about. Well, you're going to be sad depression. I'm sorry, I'm not being very smart right now. Depression is not something you should try to hide from people. You should definitely seek help. That's what I'm trying to say, is don't hide your depression from your family members, your friends, if you feel you can truly trust them, because I have been through a lot, and people have abandoned me, and I'm not gonna say everything I've been through, obviously. I truly and earnestly believe anyone that is going through depression can confidently say it is the worst possible thing imaginable that someone can ever go through. And depression is not something that you wish for somebody, no matter how much you don't like them. It doesn't matter how much you like them, it doesn't matter how much you dislike them. What I see when I think of depression is someone who is stuck. What I mean is I truly see someone that has depression being entirely stuck in their own world, in their own mind. And depression is not something anyone wants to go through. And I have beat depression, and I can definitely say it was not an easy road. It was not a short road. It was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life. And beating depression is definitely something that I am very proud of myself for. I'm definitely very happy. I went to a mental hospital. It really helped. I'm not saying a mental hospital is for everyone. I'm simply stating that a mental hospital is what helped me the most. After the mental hospital, I changed everything. Even my look. I started growing out my facial hair. My hair got longer. I like the way I look. If you are going through depression, talk to somebody. Anybody. as long as you can trust them with what you are going through, and you can confidently say that, also, before I continue, this is a video I was trying to make a while back and I raged, but it's whatever, not the point. Getting off topic. I haven't talked about depression like this at all, ever, so it's definitely hard for me to do. I can say, if you're going through depression, talk to somebody. Anybody. I advise going to therapy. For me, therapy didn't work. It was just a therapist that I've been with. They tried their best and it just didn't work. So that's where the mental hospital came in, and that definitely helped me. I will say, therapy is not for everybody, but therapy can definitely help anybody. As long as you put in the work and you put in the effort to honestly get better. If you really put in the work and the effort, you can do it. You can get better. And I promise you, all you have to do is just take that step forward. Talk to somebody. Little by little, start opening up. It doesn't matter how you do it. As long as you are capable of talking to somebody, a family member, mom, dad, sister, brother, grandparents, anybody, aunt, uncle. For me, I have an uncle I see as a father figure because I never had a dad. My parents divorced when I was 6, and that was very traumatic for me as I was young, and I missed my dad a lot. And I'm not going to explain everything about my life, obviously, but I have very bad trust issues also because of my dad, because he kept doing drugs, putting himself in jail, and he had promised that he wouldn't do it. Every single time he got out, he said that he had learned from back then, right? So I believed him every time because I was a kid, and I eventually got numb to the fact that he just kept lying. This went on years. I haven't seen my dad in probably around 8 months now. I don't care to. He's back in jail. It's not like I care at this point. I don't see him as a father figure. When I was in the mental hospital, I called him because I wanted to hear his reaction. I wanted to see what he said. I wanted to know what he was going to say to me, and I really wanted to know, you know? I was like, what's my dad going to say knowing that I'm in a mental hospital? And I've been told he's also been I've been told he's also been through stuff. I've not been told what, but I know that he has also had similar thoughts to me. I can definitely say I had suicidal thoughts. I've had attempts, several attempts. I've self-harmed myself. I've cut my arm, I've cut my wrist, I've cut my shoulder to hide it. I used to always wear jackets, hoodies, whatever I could to hide it. And when you're in school, like I was in elementary school, middle school, hiding self-harm cuts because I was just scared of what was going to happen. And I never told my mom. I never talked to anybody for years, and I was handling it on my own without antidepressants, and it was not very fun. And I mean that in the way that it was not easy. It most definitely was not easy. Going through depression by yourself is one of the worst things you can ever do. You always want to find someone you can talk to. I promise you it will help. Some things you just need to get off your chest. For me, there was a lot I needed to get off my chest. And one of the things that I had gotten off of my chest, so I'm not going to explain it, but there's been several things that I've gotten off of my chest. I can confidently say, when you get stuff off your chest, it feels like a weight has been lifted. And when you finally make that step, I can confidently say that you can honestly feel happy once you start working with yourself with that. You just have to put in the effort. And if you need somebody to talk to and you don't have anybody to talk to, I'm not somebody big. I'm only here to try and help people. This is probably going to be my only video on depression, seeing as not a lot of people are going to even watch this video.
You want to talk about it?
but I earnestly do feel
You want to talk about
that
how I slid under
depression
that, dude?
is one of the worst things anyone can go through, no matter what. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you've been through, it doesn't matter how old you are. It truly doesn't matter. Depression does not care. Rich, poor, it doesn't matter. Like, you could be one of the happiest men alive, and then all of a sudden some traumatic experience happens. Losing a kid, losing a family member, losing a friend, losing a childhood friend is horrendous. And I've moved so much that I've lost a lot of childhood friends that I truly wish I could be talking to. But I can't, because I've moved so much in my life, and I don't blame that on anybody. I really don't. When it comes to friends, I don't really have them unless they're online, and even then the majority of them ignore me right now. So I just begin to live with it, and I'm like, okay, I'll just deal with it, you know what I'm saying? So I've dealt with it. I've really dealt with depression. If anyone needs anybody to talk to, anybody, I can confidently say I will be open. Comment to me. I will put my Snapchat and Instagram in the description of this video in case anybody needs someone to talk to, honestly. And depression, I really wish that upon nobody. I really hope no one has to go through what I've been through with depression, because depression is not something you want to go through. And I've said this several times, and I'll say it again. Talk to somebody if you have the opportunity to talk to somebody. Because when you start taking that leap of faith, that one conversation can turn into many. That many conversations can turn into venting, even though you may feel like you're being annoying. You may feel like they don't want to listen, but if somebody wants to listen, they're going to. Okay? And I promise you this, when someone listens, they will listen. They will sit there and be quiet. And I promise you, I don't promise you, depending on the person, they will sit there. They will not say a word. And if you're doing it through text, they will not type a single thing. They will sit there and let you say everything you need to get off of your mind. And if you really feel like they don't want to listen, ask. And even if you don't want to ask, I can promise you they are going to listen. Because no one is going to just turn someone down, right? If you're going through something, I highly doubt anyone is going to turn you down if you really need someone to talk to. Believe me. I've been through a lot of stuff like that. I'm not going to explain it. I don't feel it is important to explain what I've been through on the internet. But I can definitely say, if you are not happy and you are going through depression, it could be minor depression, it could be chronic depression, it doesn't matter. Anything that is happening doesn't matter. Talk to somebody. And I am here. If anyone needs somebody, I will put my Instagram and Snapchat into the description of this video, so that way people can contact me. If you need to contact me, I will be open.
I'm fighting a
I will
ferret,
accept
so I'm
any
scared here.
friend request that there is. Okay?
Yeah, ferrets are fucking mean,
You need to talk to somebody, you can talk to me. If you don't have Snapchat or Instagram, comment and say, I don't have one of those. Can you give me something else? Tell me what you have. Twitter, something. I'm not going to give out my phone number for safety reasons. I can and will give out my Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. Currently, I don't have Snapchat. I plan to reinstall it, but I will get it. I will say, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here. I've said it, and I'll say it again. Depression is not a laughing matter. If you wish depression upon anybody, you are sick in the mind.
Nice.
No one should go through that. No one wants to go through that. You shouldn't wish that upon anybody.
See, I'm scared
And I
of
can
Ferritor because
confidently
the one
say
reason is
it's the
Ferritor's
worst
combos
thing
are
anyone can go through.
strong, bro.
And I know I'm repeating myself, but I want to get it through some people's heads. It is okay to be depressed, but it is not okay to be depressed by yourself. It is not okay to go through that alone. It is not okay to sit there and suffer in silence. I have been there. Believe me when I say you don't want to do that. Once you start seeing the difference in how you feel after talking to somebody, you will honestly feel a lot better. And
Why did I ever do that?
I don't know. It's definitely hard to talk about depression right now. As I said, I have just recently beat depression, so I am someone who can vouch at the fact you can beat depression if you try hard enough. And it's all about the effort that you put in. That's all it is. Put the effort, put in the work, believe, manifest. Believe in manifestation. If you truly believe something is going to happen, and you wish it to happen, and you work and strive towards that goal, you can make it happen. Beating depression is one of those goals. Beating depression is not easy. It will never be easy. It is not a fast, it's not a fast process. It's not like a snap of your fingers and it's over. Boom, done. No. It's a long, strenuous process, and it took me 9 years to attempt to even get past it. And only a couple of months ago have I beaten it. And I am now talking about depression because I honestly feel like depression is something that is not talked about a lot in any community. Because it's not. It's really not. Because depression is definitely something that needs to be talked about more. And I can confidently say it's not being talked about enough. People need to acknowledge depression more. They really do. And I can understand other things like identity crisis, which is stuff I'm not going to get into in this video. Possibly another video, but not this video. When you're depressed, you can have this feeling of numbness. That feeling of numbness is okay. It is not okay to self-harm because of it. And I can understand why you would. I really can. What I can say is if you do get to that point and you have not talked to somebody yet, always talk to somebody. No matter what stage of depression you are in, talking to somebody will always help. Hold on. Sorry, I had to yawn. But no matter what stage of depression you are, beginning, it doesn't matter how far you are in or how early you are in, talking to somebody will always help. Suicide is never the answer. Please, no matter what, never commit suicide. It is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Please do not. Whatever you are going through, you have the strength to get through it. You just need to find that strength and believe in yourself. All you need to do is believe in yourself, as I've already said. Find that strength and truly believe that you can do it. When you believe that, you can do anything. Okay? And I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this. I've never talked about depression like this before. But I am trying to express my views on it and how I feel about people that are going through it. If you are going through depression, it's not fun. Nothing will ever be fun about a mental illness. Okay? I can say that if you are going through any mental illness, any kind of depression, if you are sad about anything, please reach out to somebody.
Alright,
Reach out
that's
to
1-1.
me. Reach out to anybody in your community, your family, your friends,
One game.
your distant cousins. I don't care. You talk to a worm. Just somebody. something.
They're,
Write
they're
it down in a
playing,
diary.
They're playing ruthless
Draw down
fair
how
right
you
now,
feel.
so
Whatever you deem to be well
I
and
lied. They
good
just lost
for
to
you
Nimble
to be
Reptile.
able to
The moment,
express
the
how
one game they
you
lose, they
truly
lost to
feel.
Reptile. It's crazy.
I will entirely believe that if you keep expressing yourself in that way, you can get better. However, it is not a permanent solution. Talking to somebody, and I cannot stress this enough, talking to somebody is the best thing you can ever do when you are going through depression or anything for that matter. If you are sad about anything, reach out to somebody. I cannot stress that enough. Reaching out to somebody is the best thing you can ever do. And if you have ways to get out your emotions without talking to somebody, and you truly feel that it's helping, go for it. Whatever you decide to do, as long as it's not hurting anybody or yourself. Please never kill yourself. Suicide is never the answer. All you will do is cause permanent pain to your family, thinking that they could do nothing for you. And believe me, I've been in that situation. I have had friends kill themselves. And I truly wish for nobody to have to feel so bad that they feel that that is their only answer. If that is your only answer, the only answer you can think of in your mind, please reach out to somebody immediately. If you can reach out to somebody at any moment in time, do so. I don't care how old you are. As I said before, depression does not discriminate. Doesn't matter how old you are. You can be going through something at the age of 3 and remember it, and that can be a traumatic experience. As I said, when I was younger, when I was 6, my parents divorced, and that has affected me for 8.5 years. It's not easy to get through something at all. It's never easy. It will never be easy. I can say confidently, reaching out to somebody will help. Please do so. If you ever think about killing yourself, please rethink it. It's never a solution. I can promise you it will not help. It is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Believe me when I tell you, it is not worth killing yourself. Depression is a temporary problem. As long as you put in the work, you can get over it. And I know at times, and even if it is all the time, it may feel like you can't get through it. It may feel like you can't get through what you're going through. But believe me, you can. Believe me. I honestly believe that you can get through it. You have the strength as long as you work on getting through it. But if you have no one to talk to, I'm here. And if you don't trust me enough to speak with me, that's entirely fine. If you can reach out to somebody, please do so. I cannot stress that enough.
I already have that.
I really can't. I can never stress that no matter what you are going through, it is not worth killing yourself. And self-harm is only going to further progress that. I understand that self-harm is a way for you to deal physical pain to yourself to avoid the emotional pain. And I also understand that it is a way that if you are numb, you want to feel something. I understand that. I entirely do. If you ever feel that way, and you feel... I kind of forgot where I was going with that. Never happened. But suicide's never the answer. Self-harm, never the answer. Self-harm will only amplify those feelings even further. And it only stops emotional pain temporarily. And it's never the answer. It really isn't. putting scars on your body, never do that. Please. If you are hurting yourself because of how you are feeling, that's never the answer. Cannot stress it enough. No matter what you are going through, never hurt yourself, and especially never kill yourself. Don't bottle your emotions up. Write it down in a diary. Draw it. I don't care. Get it out in some way that does not hurt you or other people. Because when you feel numb, you just want to feel something. Believe me, I've been there. Please, no matter what happens, never, ever, ever, and I mean never, ever hurt yourself. I'm not asking you this as a YouTuber. I'm asking you this as a human that has been through depression. Please come to me if you need someone to talk to. Please talk to somebody. Never kill yourself. I am asking this as a person, not as an identity. Not a YouTuber, not a content creator. As a human that has been through stuff that you have been through. And I may not have been through everything you've been through, but I understand. I can understand. So please, I know how hard it can be, but please never go so far as to attempting to take your own life. That will never be the answer, and I can promise you, no matter what you do, it's just never the answer. Suicide will never be the answer, no matter what. So I beg you, no matter what, please talk to somebody if possible. No matter what you are going through, I will beg
I just
you
mixed the fuck out of this dude
to
with
not
oh my
hurt
God.
yourself or anyone. Never let your own
He had no
emotions
idea
hurt
what to
somebody
do.
else. Please.
And if I'm being
I
real,
don't
there was
know
nothing he
much
heard
else
other
to
than
say
sit
on
there
this
and take it.
topic. And I know I'm a broken record. I keep repeating myself, but I can't stress what I'm saying enough. And I'm not like a motivational speaker. I'm a young kid, okay? I'm young. I've not been through as much as some other people have. But I can say that no matter what, it's never the answer to kill yourself. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what you've been through. Nothing matters in the face of suicide. No matter what you do, it's never the answer. What you need to do if you are truly going through something, talk to somebody, draw out your emotions, write out your emotions, talk about your day with somebody. No matter what you feel, one of those is always the answer. Never hurt yourself, because that is never the answer.
Alright, this guy's up.
Believe me, please.
This guy's
I
up
will
by this guy's
literally
up 4-1, so I'm just gonna pick Jackie.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm tired. It's too late. I'm trying to think right now. But if you're ever going through something, please contact somebody. I will put the suicide prevention line in the description as well. I don't remember it off the top of my head. I will look it up. I'll send it. I'll put my Instagram, I'll put my Snapchat, I'll put the suicide helpline, I'll put those 3 in the description. Anyone who wants help, please seek out somebody. Because when you feel numb, nothing is ever going to help unless you talk to somebody. Trying to feel something is never going to help. Cutting yourself is never going to help. Burning yourself is never going to help. Hurting yourself in any way is never going to help. And I know from experience, none of that will help. So please, do not hurt yourself no matter what. Because it's never the answer.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just gonna end the video here.
Are you slow?
I do not know where to continue with this, but
I'll tell you when I'm done with the set.
suicide is never
This
the
is
answer,
the end of
no
the
matter what. So if you are ever thinking about suicide, please rethink your own decision. I can confidently say that suicide is never the answer. And I hope anyone that's watching this video, I know I've just kept repeating myself, but anyone that's watching this video, if I can help you talk to somebody, if I have inspired you to talk to somebody, please, I am thankful. I don't know why I said please. But if I can inspire even just one person to talk to somebody, to call suicide helpline, to do anything in their power to help themselves in any way other than harming themselves or anybody else, then this video is a success in my eyes. I don't care if people watch this video or not. Oh, I do. Oh no. Okay. I don't care that the people who don't watch this video, okay? They don't want to watch it. That's up to them. If you've made it this far in the video, I thank you for listening to me this far. And I applaud you for listening to me ramble on. I am always open. My sleep schedule is really messed up right now. I don't know when I'm going to go to sleep. I haven't slept yet. I'm going to upload this video the moment I'm done writing the description and everything for it. So, anybody that needs help, seek someone out. Do something. Just never kill yourself. That is never the answer. Thank you for listening.